Hey guys, what's up? My name's Vic Taylor and welcome to episode 35 of my random class series. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of Galil suppressed and dual mags action, and I actually have Second Chance Pro on as well, and I end the game 59 and 5. I do hope you enjoy it. I don't know what it is about Second Chance, but I have real fun playing with it now just to troll people, and I don't really care if that makes me an unpleasant person, but it's going to be the last time that we have the opportunity to do that, because it's not going to be a choosable perk, it's going to be a death streak in Modern Warfare 3. So I am just sitting back, having fun, relaxing, and not really worrying about anything. And first off, I do apologise if I sound slightly gravelly. I'm kind of feeling a bit weird this morning. I don't know if you noticed, probably not because I'm not that big, but that's that is a definite quote that you have to say. If it's taken out of context, that could have been quite bad. I do apologise, but that isn't what I meant at all. But yesterday I didn't put up any commentaries or videos at all, and that was because I was just the worst hungover I've ever been in my life. Because I started drinking when I was around 13, 14, and my mum let me have alcohol that early to build up my defences, because if she hadn't let me drink, if she still didn't let me drink, I would merely be going out and doing it in an unsafe environment with my friends, and that's not what's in my best interests, so she didn't do that, which is awesome. She's the best mother in the world. But I drank a bit too much the night before last. I was online playing with a couple of people, and if you see this video and I was playing with you, I do apologise if I might have said anything that either insulted, offended you, or basically you didn't like, or if I just simply played crappy. I was drunk and I take no responsibility for anything I do when I'm drunk, and if you choose to play with me when I am drunk, then it's your own fault, basically. I don't take responsibility and I do apologise. But I drank about 10 units, and if you don't know, I think that's about double the amount that I've ever drunk before. So, obviously it was going to be a bit of a bad morning, but before yesterday, the worst I had ever had was a right bad headache, feeling nauseous, and that was fixed with a tablet called Migraleave, which is basically a migraine tablet, because throughout my life I've had quite a few bad migraines, and that drug has just been something beautiful and astounding for me. It really has. And I don't know, pills don't usually solve anything, but for that, oh yeah, baby, Migraleave for the win. I think that would be one of the options that I would take to a desert island with me. One of the possibilities right there. But before yesterday, that was the worst. But yesterday was a bit of an upgrade. I woke up at around 7 a.m. having had about, I don't know, 5 hours sleep, which for me is uncommon. It really is. I usually have at least 10, maybe even 12 hours. I need my beauty sleep, I really do. Because to be honest, there's not much beauty, and what I have I need to nurture. But I woke up around 7 a.m., stood out of bed feeling sorry for myself, popped a couple of Migraleave, and then just sat at my computer desk just thinking, oh my goodness, I'm never going to drink again. I was really silly. Because if you don't know what 10 units is, it's basically a large bottle of wine. Because I drink wine instead of beer because it has a higher alcohol content. I need to drink less wine than I would beer to get drunk. Not that I, actually pay attention to that, but don't quibble. But it's about one big bottle of wine and then about plus another quarter of a big bottle of wine, and that's what I drank on my own last night or the night before. So yeah, I sat at my desk feeling a little bit sorry for myself. I was like, no, this is not good. I have sweats, I have shakes, I feel nauseous. Nothing in my life is good right now. The headache went away after about only an hour because, Migraleave awesomeness. And then about 7:30 I got up, I decided, yeah, this was time to go to the bathroom, and I was violently sick. And it's not like food, because obviously I drank on an empty stomach. I mean, obviously that is the only logic possible for drinking in any situation. I really wouldn't recommend drinking on an empty stomach. While it can be more fun, it probably isn't, wise. And I threw up all of the alcohol that I had drunk the night before, and I felt a lot better, even though my sweats, shakes had doubled. It was like going through withdrawal, because if you don't, I have gone through withdrawal before, because there are some really powerful painkillers that if you take once, you go through withdrawal when you come down off of them. Which I think that's slightly illogical. I don't know, but they're called tramadol, and my mum takes them for her arthritis. And one time I had a big football kind of practice session where they were picking the teams for next year, and I had a busted knee, and I obviously had to go and do my best, but I could hardly walk. So I popped a couple of these painkillers, and I was able to play fire, and I got on the team. All was good. But I came down off that really hard, and I assume that is like going through withdrawal, but a lesser state. I mean, if you're fully addicted to something, it's always going to be worse. But basically, yeah, it was like that: sweating, shaking, nose and eyes running, not being able to see, not being able to speak or smell or do much of anything. It was quite unpleasant, to be honest. But slowly over the day, I got myself better. I got myself up and out of it, and I basically decided that I wasn't going to sit in my bedroom because you don't know this, but my bedroom is quite dark. I never pull the curtains because they're half hanging off their hinges, and putting them up again after I've had to take them down, because it's not putting them so much as actually putting them down off of their thing, their hooks. That's too much work, so I never bother with that. I just rely on the sole light bulb that has no cover. It sounds like I'm in a prison cell. But so my room was quite dark, quite smoggy. So I just sat downstairs for the entire day, and I kind of nested in my armchair, and I had my laptop and had my PlayStation on, and I discovered that my controller is actually wireless, so I can have it halfway across the room, and it was all good, it was all fun, and I'm better now, but I'm feeling quite melancholy this morning, because I had a bit of a weird dream last night, and I'm sure you don't want to hear about this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Uh, it was with three of my old primary school friends, and primary school is from when you're 4 years of age to when you're 11. And I was three boys, because I always hang out with the guys, because chicks was so boring, and you know what I'm saying. Get blop shotted. And I don't know, we haven't spoken for like a couple of years now, and I think about 5, 6 maybe. And we were actually saying, has it been that long? That's wow. That's been, and we were doing something to do with a newspaper or whatever. It was nothing that we'd actually done when we were in primary school or when we were together outside. But we actually agreed at the end of it to meet up. And I woke up with the feeling that it was actually real and that we'd all been in that dream. And, I looked up the shared dreams thing, and, I'm not going to be ashamed of being weird about it or anything, but it was just, I'm obviously not going to call any of them because that would be so embarrassing if it wasn't and they hadn't. But it was just weird. It left me with that weird feeling, about leaving friends behind and doing all that shit. So I'm feeling a bit weird this morning, as you can probably tell. But that dream left me with a weird feeling. I mean, I didn't even know the three boys that well, because honestly, how can you know someone really well when you're 11? But I went out with one of them a couple of times. But it was just leaving people behind. It's quite big, and I can't get out a second chance here. I really can't. But people keep coming, and I keep killing them, and it's inherently entertaining. I can't put anything across, and you don't revive me before killing the guy, because this is what happens. I survive, but you don't, which I do apologise for. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm a little bit weird this morning. I do hope you don't mind. I'm just, being myself as I always am. Any commentary that I do will put across the mood that I'm in at that moment, but there you go. That is my gameplay. I do hope you enjoy it. Peace, guys. I'll see you later.